Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. Back here on a Saturday night, just like old times. Going to do the results of the 2017 Gatton CNC Christmas Challenge. Once again, we had a lot of good entries. Unfortunately, though, my good friend Becca Miller, who's down there, she was unable to get out in her shop and get an entry in. So when she messaged me to tell me that, I kind of drafted her as a to help me judge. So I've got Becca doing some judging and another person that doesn't even know any of you folks. So that's totally objective there, I guess. So anyhow, we're going to get started talking about that. Becca, you want to introduce yourself and tell people where they can find you and say anything you want to say before we get going?
Okay, I'm Becca Miller, live down in Keene, Texas, and I play with my CNC and other woodworking tools when I can. Right now I'm kind of down and out and can't stand up very well, so I'm having surgery for my hip, and then look out world, I'm going to build everything when when I get free. You can only find me on Facebook, and I guess I'm on YouTube too, but I never look there. So
yeah, well, I know you've got a channel because you put an entry into the challenge last year.
Last year, yep, that's when I set my challenge up. I mean, channel up. I didn't even know I had one before that.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for being here with me tonight, and Becca, thank you especially for taking on a judge's role there. I appreciate it much.
Sure.
Has anybody got any questions? We got a bunch of folks in the chat. What do we got watching here? About 35 viewers, looks like, so far. First of all, I hope everybody have a Merry Christmas. Christmas was just last Monday, and I hope everybody had a good Christmas. Well, let's go ahead and, because I really don't have anything else to talk about. Well, I kind of do, but I guess I might save that for later. But anyway, I wanted to thank everybody who put in an entry this year. We had about 17 total videos, I think, which is just about what we had. I think we had 16 last year. So I want to thank Rob Schuster, Rebecca Averis, Mark Lindsay, Danny. I'm probably going to butcher your name, Danny. Danny Giesbrecht, I'm thinking, maybe. Zach Mannering, Bob Heltbridle, Paul Camp, Jesse Brown, Brad McElroy, Al Forte, Juan Lopez, Andrew Haig, and the Haig kids. Got a video in. Ryan Ballard, Jim Johnson, David Battershell, and Jerry Brown. So thank you all very much for taking the time to getting out there in your shop, making a little something, and putting it on video and entering the challenge. I put together a little video because, I always like to, it's been a while since some of these videos been out, so I wanted to show. I put together a few clips so you can see what the different entries are, what they made and what they look like and all that. So, but before I show that, I want to kind of go over the way all this is going to work. We've got a total of 11 different prizes. Paul Camp is offering up a Super PID closed loop router speed control. He valued that at like $155. We've got $100. I think this is like a coupon code from Tommy G's workshop for his website store. So that's a $100 value there. We've got a couple of T-shirts, Makers Media Network, Steve Nealon at Makers Media Network, is donating a T-shirt. Mike Fulton at MF Woodshop is donating a MF Woodshop T-shirt. And then yours truly, aka Gatton CNC and GarageWorks CNC, is doing a total of $300 worth of gift cards. I'm going to do one $100 gift card, two $50 gift cards, and then four $25 gift cards. So, like I said, that's 7 prizes right there. And then between the 2 T-shirts, the code, and then the speed control, there's a total of 11 prizes. Now, what I thought I would do is, because I always think it's kind of nice when people place, in a challenge like this, that they have an opportunity to select what they want. So since we've only got 11 prizes, and so we'll have 11 people that place, what I'll do is, when it's all said and done, I'll send an email to whoever is the first place winner and send them a list of all the prizes and let them pick what they want. Then I'll cross that off the list, send it to the next person that finished second, so on and so forth, and let everybody kind of pick what they want, or they'll have a choice of whatever's left, I guess, at least putting it that way. So anyhow, that's how we're going to work that. So I don't know if anybody's got any comments or anything about that. I see, looks like folks are over there talking amongst themselves, and I see a lot of comments over there about how it's hard to find time to do this challenge. I'm not putting a dig on anybody. I just want y'all to remember, when I was doing those Wednesday live streams, I started talking about this, I think it was September. I know it was October, because I saw one there. I tried to give you all advance notice, but I know how it is. Everybody puts it off, and then you get close to the holidays and you got other things to do. You got, orders to fill and stuff like that. So I know how it is. I may try to, and I've mentioned this before, I need to do it, I guess. I may try to come up with some kind of another CNC challenge, maybe in the spring, when hopefully, when you don't have all the holidays and stuff going on. So you guys can let me know your thoughts on that. It doesn't necessarily have to be themed around some kind of a holiday or something like that. And, maybe just have a challenge where you get out there and you make the coolest thing you can make with your CNC, and then we'll go from there. But anyway, I'm watching the chat scroll by here. It looks like everybody's okay with doing the prize thing. Sure missed the Wednesday live show. Well, I'm gonna talk about that. I'll wait until we get all this stuff out of the way. But I've got something I'm thinking about doing, and since we're probably going to have a good crowd, we got 65 folks here tonight so far. I'll run it by you guys, and you can either say yay or nay, and if it looks like it's gets a positive response, I may go ahead with it. But it's something for next year. Gussie Banjo's days back. Yeah, feels weird to be out here on Saturday night. But anyway, okay. Well, Becca, do you have anything you want to say before I start the video?
Well, I just want to say that it was really hard judging, because they were all just fabulous, and there were a couple of standouts though, and you'll if you haven't looked at them yet, you're going to see some really cool stuff.
Yeah, well, that's why I wanted to. Well, let me talk about that just a little bit. When you do these challenges, I mean, lots of folks do them different ways. Sometimes people will do, and I've entered challenges where whoever enters and puts a video in, all the names are thrown into a pot and then it's random drawing. And the thing I don't like about doing them that way is somebody could just go out there and do a 2-minute video and, you know, make hardly nothing. But then they get the same chance of getting their name drawn out of the hat as somebody who's really spent a lot of time to do something nice. So I like to try to reward the people that, you know, that really make an effort and do something really cool. There was another way I was thinking too. Now I forgot what it was. My CRS kicked in, I guess. But yeah, you know, I like to do it where you judge them, but I don't like judging. So I was so happy when, well, I was sad when Becca said she wasn't going to be able to send an entry in, but I thought, okay, now's my chance. Let me hit her up for being a judge. So I'm glad you accepted, Becca, and like I said, I had somebody else helping out too that doesn't know any of y'all, so that made it really nice to where I didn't have to do anything.
Cool. Well, I enjoyed it.
So, all right. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and fire up this video. If y'all excuse me a minute, I'm going to lean over here. And let's see. I'm going to present or put it on me, and then I'll do this screen share. And Becca, like I said, feel free to comment if you want on these while this video is running. Okay, I've got it on my desktop here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the first entry I got was Rob Schuster. Made a nice little 3D carving of Santa standing around a fireplace and got his kids' names on the stocking.
Yep. I thought this one was really clever. I really like this one.
Yeah, this is Rebecca.
And I like the name too.
Well, yeah. Okay, I think everybody can probably guess who sent this entry in. I think it pretty much goes without saying. This is Danny, and like I said, this is a name I'm probably not pronouncing right. Giesbrecht, maybe something like that. He's up in Ontario, Canada, I think is where he is. Did a nice little nativity scene.
I bet it's a lot whiter there now.
Yeah, this was done by Zach Mannering of Southern Ginger Workshop. I believe he cut these on his Axiom CNC.
Those are going to be around for generations.
Candy dishes. Now this one I had trouble getting so I took several screenshots from the video, but I think this is 8 reindeer and a sleigh. 9 reindeer. Yeah, because Rudolph was in the front. Yep. You're right. Yeah. And there's Paul Camp. He's again, he's one of the sponsors with the router speed control. So thank you very much, Paul.
That's cute.
This is from Jesse Brown.
I like those.
You get some really nice ornaments there.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we had Brad McElroy. And that was a hard one, trying to get a shot where the lights were blinking or where they were on. I couldn't even get it with all of them, so I took this picture as well. So this is an entry from Al Forte from Odessa's Woodworking and Maker Shop. I think I said that right. Pretty good job, Al.
Yeah, I like that.
And there's my buddy Juan. And I couldn't really get a good picture, but he's holding that Coke bottle because there's a bottle opener on the back of that coaster. So this is another cool little project. Andrew Haig used 3 different CNCs. He used a router, a laser, and a 3D printer for that project, which was pretty cool. Ryan Ballard made a nice little Santa Claus there. I think he had a lot of help from that young man standing there beside him.
That's right.
This is Jim Johnson. Made a nice snowman. Very well done. And like I said, the Haig family kids got in on the act. I'm not sure. I don't know. It looks like a Mustang. I'm not sure if that's a Mustang car he's holding or what, but they made some stuff.
I wish they had taken their mask off so we could have seen them.
Yeah. Now, this is David Battershaw, and I think it's funny that a guy from Oklahoma must be a really big fan of Ohio State.
No, that's Oklahoma State.
I know. I'm just pulling his shade. And then there's Gary Brown using his Polly Wants a Crafter logo.
We call that a Stargate ornament there.
Oh, okay. So there we have it, folks. There's all 16, 17 of the entries for this year's Christmas challenge. So let me see if I can figure out how to get back here. Okay, there I am. Okay. 67 Mustang. Yeah, I thought that looked like a Mustang. Kind of hard to tell. Yeah, Mark, I didn't envy the judges either. And like I said, I just took what they handed me, and that's, like I said on the website, decisions of the judges are final, because I'm not going to get in on that.
I love that the kids got involved this year. We had 3 different kids get involved, and I love that. Yeah, that's I wish you'd see more of that, really. You know, I know some of them have kids helping them with my David Battershell says, "Don't be hating my Cowboys, Dave." Yeah. Yeah, I wish more kids would get involved in that. Okay, we're this is going quick here. We're only about 20 after 8. But I guess, does anybody have anything else? Any other comments or questions? There's another one of our sponsors right there in the chat, Tommy G Workshop. How you doing, Tommy? Ryan Ballard says, I couldn't get him away from watching it cut. Yeah. Yeah, your kids are in the 3rd. Yeah, mine are too, Mark. So Real Cowboys go to UW. All right. Well, tell you what we'll do before I'll go ahead and talk about something else real quick before we start going through the winners here. You know, most of y'all know I've been doing a live stream, not every Wednesday, but occasionally on Wednesdays and stuff like that. You know, if I got something to talk about, or if I'm getting a lot of questions during that week, I might, you know, do a live stream on Wednesday. And here recently, I've been doing them out here. Finally got it cleaned up enough out here I can move around a little bit and get set up, you know, for these kind of things. And I had mentioned before that I had planned, you know, there's a lot of folks on Twitch now. You know, Russ Clarity does a Wednesday night Twitch live thing, and Carl Jacobson does one on Fridays, I think. Yeah, I think he does YouTube on Mondays and Twitch on Fridays. Hobby's doing the live Twitch on Thursdays. So there's a lot of folks going to Twitch, and you know, I mentioned before on here about some of the issues I've had with YouTube, and I'm continuing to have those. Not super happy with YouTube folks right now, or I guess it's probably not. It's probably just their Autobots or whatever it is that's doing these. But you know, my videos, every time I
take the time to do a video, it ends up getting flagged. When I say flagged, they come up and say it's not suitable for all advertisers, so they won't let you monetize it. And then you ask for a manual review, and then usually within 24 hours, everything's cool. But it's just, so it's not a big deal. At least it hadn't been for me as far as getting it reversed and getting it back on there. And it's not like I'm going to make a ton of money anyway, because I don't make anything off of that anyhow. But what few pennies I would make, they want to try to cut me out of it, I guess, by flagging the video for something. But so far, every time I've, I put out 4 videos fairly, probably within the last week, and 3 out of those 4 got flagged. And I got one flag just yesterday, asked for the manual review, got up this morning and looked, and it was back okay. But anyway, enough about that. So I'm not, like I said, I haven't been real happy with YouTube as far as that aspect of it. But I keep thinking about this Twitch thing, and as I've watched Carl Jacobson and Russ Clarity and Javi, there's something about Twitch that I'm not too excited about also. And that is that when you're doing a Twitch show, you're a one-man band. It's just you. Like when Carl's doing his live Twitch and he's at the lathe, he's got a Bluetooth thing in his ear, and his wife Robin is watching the Twitch chat and relaying the questions to him with a phone. Not only is that kind of a pain in the butt, but I don't really have anybody to do that, at least not here. I mean, I'm sure I could probably get somebody to do it. But the more I think about that, and first off, let me say I appreciate, because I've been talking about going to Twitch, and you folks have been going over there, and I put a link down there. You've been going over there, so I've already got a bunch of people following me over there, and I appreciate you wanting to follow me over there. But I think what I'm going to do is, I think for the time being, I'm going to stay right here on YouTube, just because what I'd like to do after the first, no, Becca, you may be muted, not saying it, but I'm watching the chat. No, don't even use that M word around me. But now you got me all flustered. Now I don't remember what I was going to say. But yeah, I think I'm probably going to stay with YouTube for the time being, simply because what I have planned is, you've all seen these shows. Eloy does one. There's all kinds of different podcasts and stuff where they have a guest on, and it's kind of like Meet the Maker kind of a show. So I want to do something similar to that, only I don't know what you'd call it, maybe Meet the CNC or something. I'd like to invite folks that and I'm not talking about strictly CNC folks. It can be somebody who has a woodworking shop, and they just happen to have a CNC in their shop that they use to, embellish their other things or stuff like that. So I'd like to do a show like that, where I have a guest on and have them talk about how they use their CNC, whether it's for business, hobby, or maybe kind of like, maybe they do craft shows, whatever, craft festivals, whatever you want to call them. So that's kind of what I'm thinking on doing. And in order to do that, I would have to stay on YouTube, which isn't totally bad, because all you guys already know how to do the YouTube thing anyway. So that's what I'm thinking. Let me know your thoughts in the chat or in a comment down below, or shoot me an email or text or whatever. Let me know what you think. And also, if there's anybody out there that would like to come on and be in that interview chair, and it's going to be an opportunity for people, and not necessarily small business people. I mean, obviously they can too, but I mean, maybe you're just doing it for hobby. But if you just want to get on there and plug your YouTube channel, plug your, whatever, plug your website, your Etsy store, whatever, you can do. You know, like I said, you'd be my guest. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. So that's my plan. Like I said, y'all. Jerry Brown says that sounds good. I would think it'd be nice for having. Well, Jerry, I'll offer you the invitation to be one of the guests then. Let me know when your calendar's free.
I love the idea.
Javi, how about you, buddy? I know Javi, he likes to talk. Yeah, I'm sure I wouldn't have to twist his arm to get him on there.
He says, ready when you are, Dave.
Okay, good, good. All right, and some of you guys that you know that get on this YouTube, and I see you in the chat all the time. Just remember that it's not a big deal to sit in front of a webcam and, you know, a microphone or something like that. So think about, if you don't already have something like that, think about getting something like that, and let me know. I'd love to have you on the show. And what I'll probably do, I know, you know, the Wednesday live stream thing was working out pretty good, but I think I'll do this again on Saturday night. Saturday night seems to be the best night for when people are available. We've got 74 folks watching right now. You know, so yeah, Mark Lindsay's got good advice. Talk to the camera like it owes you money or wants to date your daughter. That's perfect advice. But yeah, I mean, I ought to be, you know, living proof that you don't have to be very smart to get in front of a camera and do something like this, because I've done, you know, done lots of these live stream things, and you know, lots of YouTube videos, and it's not hard to do. So, all right. Well, I guess I killed enough time talking about that. Like I said, if y'all will let me know your comments, anybody wants to be on, let me know. I'll start filling up the calendar, and trying to think. Well, everybody, if you know, I always say this, I'm most active on Facebook other than doing the YouTube thing. And if you want to follow me to keep up with when I'm going to be on YouTube and stuff like that, that's the best way, because I always post stuff on Facebook. I'm always amazed, really, when people will say, man, I wanted to watch you, but I didn't know you were on. I'm like, I'm on Facebook all over the place. So I'm not real good at doing Instagram and tweeting and all that, but Facebook, yeah, I'm on there all the time. So, all right, well, let's, Becky, got anything else you want to add before I start rattling off names here?
No, let's do it.
Okay. Once again, I want to remind everybody, in case you're tuning in late, we've got a total of 11 prizes. So there will be 11 places. I'm going to start from 11th place and work towards the top. And when we get all the way done, because like I said, there's no clear-cut top prize or whatever, I want people to be able to have a choice to pick from a group of things what they want. So once we get 1 through 11, I'll send an email to whoever's number 1 and say, here's the prizes that are available. Pick which one you want. And then when they pick that one, it'll get crossed off the list and sent to the next person in second place, so forth down the line. So hopefully that will be, people will hopefully get something they can use instead of get something they really don't have any need for or something. So, okay. In 11th place, are we ready? In 11th place, we have Brad McElroy from Builds by Brad. He did the wreath that lit up, the wooden wreath. So that is our 11th place finisher. So congratulations, Brad. like I said, we'll get once I get the emails going and figure out what everybody's going to get, and then we'll get those to you as quick as possible. In 10th place, we have Andrew Haig. He made the Christmas card holder thingy. I'm not sure exactly what you would call it. I guess Christmas card display.
I like thingy.
Yeah, the card thing. It was a very cool project. Like I said, he used more CNCs than anybody for that project because he used a CNC router, CNC laser, and also CNC 3D printer. So congratulations, Andrew. Cool project. All right. In 9th place, we have Danny Giesbrecht. I hope I'm not butchering your name. For some reason, I never say names right, and I just got a feeling I'm saying that wrong. It's Giesbrecht. I believe he was the only one from Canada that entered the contest. So Danny, congratulations on 9th place. Danny made the nativity scene. Okay, I'm trying to catch up on the chat here. Okay.
I really like that nativity scene. Once it was placed outside, I thought, that really looks cool.
It did. It was
yeah,
very nice.
From the street, I bet it looked great.
Yep. Of course, up there where he's at, it might be covered up in snow right now. I'm not sure. Okay. For 8th place, we have Zach Manring from Southern Ginger Workshop. Zach made the, I guess you'd call them segmented candy dishes. I think it was if I remember right, it was a gingerbread man and a stocking, I believe is what it was. So congratulations, Zach. I haven't seen him out in the chat. I don't think he's out there, but we'll let him know. Okay, for number 7, we have Ryan Ballard. Ryan made the Santa Claus. Like I said, he had his son. You recall what his son's name was? Was it RJ?
RJ, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's what it was. He had his son out there helping him, so that was cool. So congratulations, Ryan, on a 7th place finish. Number 6 is Rob Schuster. Rob made the 3D carving of Santa by the fireplace, and then he had his kids' names engraved on the stockings hanging up on the mantle. That was a cool project.
He's going to be looking at that 50 years from now. That was beautiful.
Yeah, well, that's what I like about doing these challenges. If you can get people out there to make stuff, it'll be something they can pass down. It'll be around for a long time, just like that nativity scene and some of the stuff that some of this other stuff that's on the list here. Okay, so congratulations, Rob Schuster, on finishing 6th there. Okay, number 5 is Al Forte from Odessa's Woodworking and Maker Shop. And I don't believe Al is watching tonight. I haven't seen him in the chat. But congratulations, Al.
Remind them what Al made.
Oh, Al made the Santa Claus carving. I can go back. I'll tell you what I'll do. After we get all the way through these, I'll run that video again because it's only like 3 or 3.5 minutes or so. And then people can kind of go back and go, oh, yeah, I remember that now. So I'll run that little video again. In 4th place, Bob Health Bridle. Bob used a CNC laser to cut out the, I guess it was 9 reindeer, and the sleigh. The head reindeer had the red nose, so that obviously was Rudolph. That was a really cool project. So congratulations, Bob Health Bridle. And now we're getting down to the end here. Number 3 is Jesse Brown. Jesse made he had 6 different designs of Christmas ornaments that he made with his CNC. Did a really good job on those. Okay. Congratulations, Jesse. And number 2 is Jim Johnson. He made a pretty good sized Santa Claus and had it painted up nice. That was a very cool project. Congratulations, Jim. And finally, we're down to the top prize, or the top thing. I don't know what the prize will be, but the top thing. And the winner is, for the 2017 Gatton CNC Christmas Challenge, let's give a big round of applause to Rebecca Tavares. She did the Grinch, what do you call that, Becca? Grinch Christmas tree, I think is.
Grinch Christmas tree, yeah.
That was just really cool. I liked that one. And so it didn't, oh, I'm sorry, Jim Johnson said he did the snowman. That's what it was. I said Santa Claus. Yeah, he did the snowman, but it was still a good paint job on the snowman. Yeah, I had it backwards.
I loved Rebecca's design. It was so unique. I've never seen anything like that. That was so cool. I really like that.
Yeah, and you know, there was a picture posted on Facebook where her husband, Carlos, said she's taken over my shop, and there was like 4 or 5 of these same things. Apparently somebody had seen them and wanted them or whatever, but she was making, I think she had like 5 or 6 of them out there in the shop, painting them. So she had taken over Carlos' workshop, which is just really cool. So congratulations once again to everybody that entered. Thank you so much for taking the time to do the, get out there and do a video and stuff like that. And just to recap, I'll fire up that video one more time, just real quick. And we will watch it again just to review. Let me figure out how to do this. Okay, here we go. This is all the entries here for the challenge.
Also, if you haven't watched the videos, be sure to fire them open, watch the whole videos. They're fascinating.
Yep. And I did want to mention too, if you click the show more thing where you look down in the video description of this video, once it becomes a video, I have links to every single person's YouTube channel. Every person that entered, I've got links to their channel. So looking forward to, even though this one is just now over, I'm already looking forward to doing this again next year. Like I said, I may try to do a different kind of a challenge, maybe in the spring or something. Try to pick a time when nothing else is going on. There's no holidays or anything, and just, try to do some kind of a challenge where folks can get out there and make something cool with their CNC. And one reason I do this, folks, you know, I guess I probably explained this before, is, you know, a lot of the other challenges, you know, don't let you use your CNC. Some challenges will say, well, you can use any tool in your shop, and some of them will say you can use a CNC, but I don't really think they want you to. I've never seen anybody place in a challenge when they've used the CNC. But, you know, a lot of times it's, you know, like right now there's a bandsaw box challenge going on. So you got to use the, you know, just the bandsaw, or there's scroll saw challenges where you got to use a scroll saw, or there's, you know, turning challenges where you use a lathe or whatever. But there's, you know, as far as I know of, this is the only challenge that that's just for CNC people. You know, that's why I created it, and that's why I'll continue to do this challenge as long as I'm around, I guess. But yeah, I did want to give a shout out. Is Jerry Brown? Yeah, he's still in the chat there. Jerry Brown, I did want to give you a big shout out though. And if I had been one of the judges, I would have probably given you some bonus points for the tribute to Lord Podriak. Probably most of you don't even know what the heck I'm talking about, but go watch Jerry's video, his Christmas challenge video. And if you follow me on Facebook, you know that Lord Podriak is one of my YouTube followers, I guess. So okay. Yeah, looks like the Saturday show thing is so far getting some positive feedback on that. Like I said, anybody that wants to come be on here, all hell, Lord. Yeah. Yep, that's right. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed watching the Christmas challenge videos. I hope everybody that participated enjoyed getting out there and you know, working in their shop. I know some of y'all, you know, ran short on time and stuff like that, and I get that. But I really appreciate the folks that did make an effort to get out there and get an entry in. A lot of creative folks out there. I don't care if it is with a CNC. You know, all these CNC haters, and there's still a lot of them out there. You know, they think, oh, you just push a button and magic happens, and it's not like that at all. As we all know, the people that have them, a lot of design work and you know, a lot more to it than just pushing a button, for sure. So, Jim Senecola, Saturday's a great day for a show. Yeah, it must be, because I don't know if I've seen you on here in a while, Jim. Thanks for being on here.
Happy anniversary, Jen.
Yeah, happy anniversary. 47 years, I believe it was. That is awesome. Very awesome. George Beba. I need you to get a webcam and a thing, come be on the show. I'd like to hear what you use that GarageWorks for. Thank you, Richard. Shade Tree CNC, Richard Moeller, thank you. Yeah, it takes a lot of planning to do good CNC. Yeah, I mean, you can tell when you see the work that folks do. You can tell. I mean, I see pictures on Facebook all the time of folks that are brand new, and they post pictures, and you can say, you can tell they are still learning, you know, how to do things with the CNC. It's not as easy as what some folks think. But that, you know, haters going to hate. So it don't bother me. I've been
They're
hearing
just not smart enough to figure it out. That's the problem.
Well, I don't know if I'll say that. I get in enough trouble with some of the comments I make anyway. But yeah, okay. So look for, like I said, if you're not already, follow me on Facebook. Go to Facebook, send me a friend request or whatever, or join the. I have 2 Facebook groups over there, Gatton CNC and GarageWorks CNC. But you don't necessarily have to have a Gatton CNC to be in the Gatton CNC group or whatever. There's other folks in there that have something else. But if you're connected with me somehow on Facebook, whether follow me or, as a friend or whatever, that's where I post everything. Like when I think I put something up Wednesday, or I believe it was Wednesday or Thursday. I think it was Wednesday. About doing this tonight, just to remind folks. So I can't believe unless I've missed it, I haven't seen a single comment in the chat about how pretty and clean shaven I am tonight. Did I miss it? Did I miss anything, Becca?
No, you didn't.
Everybody's probably just in awe, going, "Dang, Dave looks so much younger tonight."
He found his razor.
Yeah, I did the no shave November thing, and it drug all the way out until this morning. And after that, it's got to go. Although it's weird because I picked like the coldest day that we've had so far to shave it off. I might wish I kept it on there, but yeah, Jerry, I hope you can come back to Atlanta again this year. Hitch up a ride with old Chipser or Becca or any of those other folks that live out that way. I got to tell you, there's Texas. I mean, I know it's a big state and all that, but I would say the state of Texas is probably the #1 place I ship Gatton CNC kits. There's hardly a week goes by that I don't ship one to Texas.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, there's a lot of them everywhere else, but Texas is. I bet if I added them all up, Texas is the #1 place I send them to. Great work on the lathe, Dave. Neil Shapto says, "Thank you, Neil. I'm a beginner. I'm having fun. Some of my stuff turned out to be junk, but I'm having fun. That's what matters. I'm not over there turning anything to sell or give us gifts or anything like that. It's all practice at this point. So having a lot of fun with it. All right. Well, I guess we're going to wrap this one up. Is anybody, Alaska is twice as large? Yeah, it is. For some reason, I haven't shipped any. Well, one, I do free shipping continental U.S., but doesn't mean they couldn't buy one and they'd have it shipped up there.
If you melted all that ice and snow up there, it wouldn't be twice as large.
Yeah. Jerry Brown says, I know around a couple of towns we have 3 or 4 Gatton and GarageWorks. Yeah. Yeah, I mean I can't even name them all, but there's you and Michael Chipser and of course Becca's got one of the older ones. And in the GarageWorks, there's Brett. What's his name? Brett Fagan, I think. Which hope he's doing well. He was in the hospital, according to Facebook, the other day. So I hope he's doing well. Yeah, there's a couple of Gattons up there in Oregon. You and one other person I know. Donald Blocks of Ice Wood Shops is in the house. Thanks for coming by, Donald. You're just catching the end if you're just getting here, but always good to see you. Still got 60-some folks watching. Okay, well, I guess once again, we're going to wrap this up. Yeah, it's about 10 till. We'll go ahead and wrap it up. Again, I want to thank everybody that entered. Thanks for taking the time to do that. And for all those who name I called out tonight, like I said, Rebecca, you'll be the first person I'll send an email, and you'll be able to choose from the list of things that are available, and then we'll go down the list and let everybody else pick until all the prizes are gone. So anyway, thank you all for being here. Becca, thank you so much again for not only being here with me tonight, but to take the heat. So you just don't know how great that was when I asked you that, and you said, "Oh, sure, I'll do it." And I'm like, "Yeah, now I don't have to do it."
Anytime.
So, but I hope next year,
I would rather
or
be
whenever
out.
I hope whenever we do the next challenge, I hope you're up and about and can get out there and put an entry. See, that way I won't bug you and ask you to be a judge.
Me too. I already had one planned. I know what I was going to make, so I'll make it next year. So look out. I'll win next year. So look out.
Okay. There you go. I guess I better go ahead and start looking for a judge now.
There you go.
For next year. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching tonight. Again, like I said, follow me on Facebook and you'll get some notification. I don't know when I'll start the live thing. It'll be whenever I can get somebody scheduled that wants to be on. Sounds like we've got a couple of people that are wanting to be on. So maybe next Saturday. Who knows? Maybe the one after that. But they'll be on Saturdays for sure. I think for doing that kind of thing, it's better to do it on a Saturday than a weekday. And it'll probably be at the same time at 8 o'clock. Just because I don't, when I did the CNC with Dave show, we started at 9, and then we'd always end up running long, and it'd be, 10:30 before we got done, and then we'd hang out a while, and old Dave needs to sleep, so you got to start earlier. I think 8 o'clock's a pretty decent time. Most people can make it by 8 Eastern, so we'll go from there. But once again, thanks everybody for watching. Appreciate you. Everybody have a great New Year's. Be safe. Do all your drinking at home. Don't get out. Don't get out on the road and do that stuff. Do all your drinking at home. That's the way I do it. So, all right. Everybody have a happy New Year. Thank you, Becca. We'll talk to y'all later. Good night.